Please note this analysis contains a short discussion on the topic of suicide. Damn. Timm's arc and its conclusion are complicated, aren't they? The terrible realization is, I don't know if I'd have done any different. While I've been painting him as the villain of the Ferrix piece, when he dies I was like, no, Timm! Both times I've watched this I've been close to a tear, not gonna lie. His death is sad, but the more I thought about it afterwards, the less sympathy I had. Now I just think the whole thing is tragic, and like I said, complicated. Because I would have phoned the police too. If my girlfriend had some hot bloke turning up with a cool moustache and a black eye to have furtive discussions with her which leave her annoyed, I'm phoning that in, and I probably wouldn't need a few beers first. Cassian's involvement in Bix's life is clearly a risk to her health, and yet I mock Timm and think he's a dick. And to complicate things further, upon the discovery that Bix has been detained and roughed up, apparently because she was running towards the danger instead of home, Timm kills himself here, no doubt. Unless you think his plan was to dodge the bullets, grab the gun, take out 4 guys, somehow have Bix forgive him, escape the hammer of justice with her, etc., etc. Timm's a fool, but he's not that much of an idiot. He knows you don't run at police who are screaming, "Stop or I will shoot you." This is a thing, this is suicide by cop. That he has intense feelings towards Bix is not in question. His reaction when he sees blood on her is part fury at the concept that someone would do that to her, and it's got to be part guilt. After all, this is his fault. He knows he can never be forgiven. Timm knows he's run out of road. At this moment he has one way out, a futile, air quotes, heroic death. In his mind, which is running on red at the sight of Bix cuffed and bleeding, the only vaguely positive option he has left is for Bix to see him dying in her service. That part is key. For him, this is about her seeing it. This is the only way he thinks he'll have a chance at forgiveness. His suicide is a gesture. I couldn't find the comment to credit the person, please make yourself known to me, but someone asked me to pay particular attention to the looks on faces when main characters die, as there's always a story there, and so I did. At first, looking from the weird angle we see in the show, I thought he was cross-eyed, but turning him the right way up, he actually isn't. This is slightly uncomfortable, isn't it? It's not as weird as looking into the eyes of Johnson from Peep Show as he slowly dies in The Leftovers, but it's quite weird. Timm's face isn't twisted in pain as you might expect. What I see is Andor's favourite thing, ambiguity. One side of his face looks almost content, the right side of his mouth shows the faintest beginnings of a smile, his right eye is more relaxed. He almost looks happy, as if the bullet carried away more than his life, it released him from the weight of guilt he could no longer bear. But on the left side, and remember I'm talking about his left, his lips are slightly closer together, his left eye is still wider, shocked at the sudden brutality of everything that happened in the last few seconds. It's a crooked calm. In that final gesture towards Bix, he wanted to look like a man redeemed. He wanted his death to close the loop of his guilt, to win him back some dignity, but the face betrays the failure of that logic. It leaves him suspended, half explaining, half apologizing, and never quite complete. Before we forgive Timm, we do need to remember that he slept with Bix while keeping key information from her that would have undoubtedly changed her choice regarding consent. And so we say goodbye to Timm Karlo. I looked up the actor, his name's James McArdle. Apparently he's a pretty respected lead actor in the theatre world and was in Star Wars before as someone called Niv Lek, as well as playing a Catholic priest in the somewhat overrated Mayor of Easttown. Timm's life was cut short by his own mistake, but his death landed with the weight of a universal and deeply uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the worst decisions are also the most understandable. If you are affected by the issues discussed in this video, there is help available. In the UK, please phone the Samaritans. Elsewhere, there is a website called findahelpline.com that will guide you to what you need.